Hello and welcome back to the journeys of Mike. Mike, William Riker, and Aloth. And their pet Norman. Because Norman is amazing. We can't forget Norman. Always remember the Norman. Okay, so we've just killed 500 million bandits, and by that I mean 3 bandits here, and saved a local chef. Isn't that amazing? And we gained some levels. So let's get to it. Mike, you need to level up. Mike, where do I level you up? Let's see, character. That should be it, right? No? Yes, no? Casual. Casual. Wait, I'm going to click specifically on the little arrow. Ah, there we go. Here's Mike again. Unfortunately, we get to see him up close, which is disgusting because of that thing. Okay. Mike gets some skill points, and he's currently good at athletics. Lore, he's very intelligent. Use level 2 scrolls. Ooh. And survival. That's very nice. It's very nice. Let's see. He's not a mechanic. Look at him. How could he... We can't put any points into mechanics for poor Mike, because Mike can't actually see anything out of that face. I mean, well, he can, because it's translucent to him, it's all lore stuff, but imagine trying to get, like, under a car, to, like, look up at the car, but now imagine that that car is actually a cart. Imagine trying to get under there and look up with that giant thing on your face. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. He can't go into mechanics. That's terrible. But I think being a lore master will be quite nice for him. And he'll be athletic, and that's good enough. You can't be a mechanic, Mike, no matter how much you want to. I know that your parents told you when you were young, you can do anything you want to, but then you grew that thing. Everything changes. Let's see what we got. Lay hands. Fueled slowly by belief, the paladin is able to heal with the touch of his or her hands. It's definitely a him. Recovering a substantial amount of endurance for the paladin or any ally within range. That's good. That's a healing ability. It's very nice. Zealous focus gives accuracy. Zealous charge, +2 move speed, and +15 defense when disengaging. Interesting. Disengaging being when you move away from the enemy. Very interesting. And then +3 damage reduction in an aura effect. Mike, quite frankly, we need a healer. And you will be that healer. Your continuing quest to find the surgical practices necessary to take this cocoon off of your face. There we go. We got him. He's leveled up. Mike, the level 3 paladin, becoming the greater and greater threat to all bandits and wolves that happen to be perusing the lands. Now, Ella, oh. Look at that face. Oh, that's, oh. Don't like that face. That's, you're ugly, Aloth. You ugly. Okay, what do we need for you? Let's give him some, let's just put it all into stealth, because he has a significant amount of lore. That'll be good for him. That'll be nice, but he doesn't really have anything else. He's a wizard, so he doesn't need athletics. He's just going to have tiny little arms and legs, and he's going to hobble up hills all the time. And he can't survive on his own. What are you kidding? He's also a wizard. When he does need to survive on his own, he creates his own camp and feast. Come on now, you don't need any survival. You need to be stealthy. Then, oh my... Good lord. Look at this. He has about 500 million spells. And we get to choose 2 of them. We get Bewildering Spectacle, which confuses enemies. Binding, Web, Bulwark against the elements. Combusting Wounds, burn damage over time when hit. Oh my goodness. Corrosive Siphon. Oh, we just need to choose things. You know what I like the sound of? I just saw it down here. Necrotic Lance. Let's see what it does. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. Love it. Love it. I can see him running around with a necrotic lance made of magic, just being like, get at me, bro. What you thinking? I got this, man. Now I think he needs a more passive ability. Curse of Blackened Sight, Blind People, Fetid Caress, Infused with Vital Essence, Merciless Gaze, plus 15% of hits converted to crits. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure about that one. How about Bewildering Spectacle, Binding Web? There we go. Hobble. That will do well. You are going to get Binding Web and Necrotic Lance, Mr. Aloth. That shall be your ability, and if you don't like it, well, shut your down mouth, Aloth. Who do you think you are? Okay, no, not just you, Mike. Everyone needs to continue back this way. Because, as I recall, there's a group of wolves down here who Mike had a discussion with earlier, and they didn't quite appreciate Mike's discussion. But with William Riker and Aloth at his side, you people will stand no chance. Okay, how are we going to do this? You've got to get Mike and Norman right up front. Because Norman is a beast, Mike is a beast, but less of a beast because Norman is actually literally a beast. Then Aloth, let's see, you've got level 1 and level 2 spells. Let us try that Necrotic Lance out. How do you feel about that? Shoot that guy, and Riker, Mr. Riker, open fire on the wolf. Let's see our plan go into action. Norman! Get to work, Norman! You can't just stand there! That's not acceptable! Quickly, Paladin! Use your amazing, beauteous weapon of God to destroy the enemy. And Aloth, finally, I love that triple missile attack. End that wolf. What now? Y'all dead, boys. Y'all dead. 3 wolf skins. William Riker, you need to collect these wolf skins because you know that somewhere out there is the Enterprise, damaged, hobbled after a Romulan attack. You are now in need of patching up the Enterprise, using as many wolf skins as you can possibly get. Because yes, you patch up the Enterprise with wolf skins. It's a thing. Let's see if there's anything we can interact with. Ooh, what is this? Not just you, everybody needs to get over there. But Mike needs to get over there more than anyone else. Okay, let's examine this thing. Oh. These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine the wall more closely. I feel like that's quite important. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might reach the top. We don't have the right tools, but we do have a massive head. And in my book, that's good enough. Scale the wall. The crumbling wall is of a considerable height, even now, and its uneven surface promises difficult to climb. Who will scale it? Don't scale the wall. Leave. Wait. We're going to do the old save the game and then do it. Because nobody wants to die here, do we? Nobody wants to die. Okay, we've saved. Very nice. Now, I'm thinking of all of us. I think we know who's going to go up that wall. Riker! Go! You and your dexterity shall come up. William Riker finds a handhold upon one of the large stones and starts to climb, but the uneven footing makes the climb difficult, and after a short distance, William Riker is forced back down. Fine. We are not properly equipped to climb this wall at this time, people. Let us go. Let us go. We have greater things to do than climb a pathetic stone wall to find that dead guy who may or may not be quite important, but I don't care. You can look at him, he's dead. Dead people tell no tales, so he's not gonna tell any tales about how we didn't make it up. Isn't that nice? What do we got here? The tents are empty, but for a pair of stained cots and the stink of unwashed bodies. Yeah, well, they dead now. Ooh, look. Coins. Poultry. Meat. Rice. A stiletto? I accept. And what, there was one over here? What do we have over here? Fruit! We don't want any fruit. What are you kidding? Aloth, go check the last one. Go. What do we got? Vegetables! We're not doing Iron Chef here, guys. Come on, let's go. I guess it is about time that we return back to the terrible town of persecution. With its terrible tree of persecution, with hundreds of dead people hanging from it. Mike, where are you going? There you are, Mike. Good. I wonder where this guy went. He was sketchy anyway. Nobody likes him. I think he's a prick. Let's go back to the Gilded Vale. Now that we have properly saved the cook of the inn, they should welcome us with open arms and hopefully not open nooses. And we shall become one of them, but not... Well, actually, quite frankly, I don't want to become one of them because they're crazy. I mean, that's not to say that I'm not crazy, but it's a completely different crazy. I mean, I'm not going around and hanging people. Neither is Norman. And I mean, Norman would never even think of hanging people, mostly because he's an antelope. And really all he thinks about is headbutt and eat grass. This is what he does. Hello, Adar. The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair, leaning against a mossy rock wall, with pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a particular smirk. 17 and a half, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. I'm sorry? The dwarf woman. We're trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta. Well, I know exactly what he's talking about. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them last I counted, anyway. Eloth frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here? What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens. Impossible, I don't drool half as much. Yes, you do, Mike. My goodness. Impossible, I don't drool half as much. Ha! So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Round here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. Do you know what a watcher is? Oh, you think I'm gonna get hanged up in that tree, do you, Eder? Actually, I wouldn't put it past these people. You think you're gonna be hanged? Oh, the war. The war. The Great War. World War One? No, that hasn't happened yet. Why was your headman hanged? What did your town have against you? That's probably a good question. I don't really care about the war. Ah, she. Aothos. Never heard of him. Ah. Sweet. You mean my brother Woden and I, right? Yes? No? Yes? Oh, whatever. Well, it appears that they did that. I see. Aloth glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was so eager to leave. Well, farewell, my friend. I'm sure you're going to be hanged by the fortnight. May or may not help you when that happens. It's questionable. I don't know. It depends on whether or not I'm around or whether or not I actually care. At this point, it's not really much of a care, really. Let us enter. The inn! The inn of the lonely dwarf who we've been saving as of late. Because after all, once you get William Riker and Norman on your team, can you really not save a dwarf? Is that even a thing that you cannot do?
Greetings.
Hello and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tenforth told us what you did for him. It was such a relief to have him back, that stinking, smelly dwarf. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenforth said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what would you like? I'd like a room to hire some help. Could I see what you have for sale? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. We have the finest cook in Dyrwood. I know. I saved him. Isn't it nice? Let's just sell all of the poop that we accumulated over this last battle. Riker came equipped with his own bow, so we don't need that. Lockpicks are important. Can't remember what the Zvef is, but I'm going to sell it anyway. Crossbow. Small shield. Should probably bring that down there. Maybe take that hatchet too. You're already carrying a knife. Oh, you're not even going to buy this stuff for any money? Fine, I'm going to sell it to you anyway. Trade. There we go. Would you happen to have, like, a short sword? A short sword? No matter how many times I say it like that, it's not going to make any more sense. A short sword. Potentially, maybe, just not a long sword, just a small one. Got some adventurers here, but I don't want any of that. Don't want a room. Very nice, very nice. Task completed. Late for dinner. We completed a quest! Da 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 da! Let's bring everyone in and talk to Tenforth. Ah! It's you, my savior! He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around him. It's so good to be back! You smelly dwarf. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. No. The rewards are for everyone. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. My recipe for boiled chicken! After this, you will eat nothing else. Oh, I hope not. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Did I just learn all about a savory pie? I guess so. Oh, and Riker leveled up. Look at that. When did that happen? I don't even know. Riker, look at him. William Riker. You, my friend, need points in actually a lot of things. You need some athletics and survival mostly. I would say a good amount of athletics. Let's put another point in stealth. No, Aloth will be our stealth person. So let's give you some survival. How nice. You get a... Ooh, clash. The class. Offensive, defensive, utility. There's 500 million options here. Let's see what we have here. Vicious Companion. Grants Vicious Companion. Trains the ranger's animal companion in vicious tactics to deal more damage. Accurate wounded shots. Resilient Companion. Increases damage reduction on him. Faithful Companion. Mental defense. Merciless Companion. Offensive, we got weapon focus, adventurer, knight, noble, peasant, ruffian, soldier. These are just basic skills. Two-handed style, one-handed, two-handed style. What's this gonna do? Increases the character's accuracy with ranged weapons used on distant targets. Increases accuracy against distant enemies. Interesting. Hold the line, snake's reflex, bull's will, weapon and shield style. Utility, faster under Siren of Flame. Really, Riker, if you really think about it, Norman is not quite vicious enough for anyone to really appreciate him properly. We need the vicious companion. The ranger's companion now does increased damage, meaning that Norman will gore people more efficiently than he ever did before. I would like to ask the fair question. Where in the heck did William Riker get that antelope? I just don't know. Maybe he replicated it in the Enterprise's replicator. That's how it worked. Even though those really only replicate food, whatever, he made an antelope out of the replicator. And after his runabout crashed into this amazing magical land, Norman became his one friend who survived the crash, because the rest of the shuttle was filled with red shirts, which he really should have thought about getting in that shuttle beforehand, but, you know, whatever. And then they became lifelong friends, and now they're with Mike and Aloth, just going around doing crazy stuff. Yeah, how nice. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like and subscribe. I'll have more of the adventures of Mike, William Riker, Aloth, and Norman the Antelope in the future, where we shall no doubt slay many thousands of enemies in our wake. But until then, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.